Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about summer skincare. So tinted moisturizers, BB creams, CC creams, and yeah, that's it. I really wanted to do reviews on kind of each category, but I decided instead of making 3 separate videos, I'm just going to do it all in one because I know I personally still am a little bit confused about which product is best for which of my needs. I always wear one of the 3 categories in the summertime. I rarely wear foundation unless I know I'm going to be inside, like if I'm working I'll wear it. But if I'm going to be outside active at all, I'm always going to wear one of these products. They are all lighter, they all have SPF, and they're just a more natural feeling foundation in the summertime, so I really prefer them to a full coverage foundation. So I have 3 tinted moisturizers, 3 BB creams, and just 1 CC cream that I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to try to kind of speed through it and just give you what you really need to know about them because I don't want to make this a super long video, but I'll talk about the tinted moisturizers first. Now this is the product that I've had the most experience with. This is pretty much what I started out using when I was younger. I've never really worn foundation until now, and so probably one of the first tinted moisturizers I've used is the e.l.f. Tinted Moisturizer, and this is SPF 20, so that's pretty good for the summertime. I wouldn't recommend this if you are going to be like at the beach or, you know, somewhere where you're going to get a lot of direct sunlight, because SPF 20 isn't that great. Or if you do use something like this, use a sunscreen as well. But this is a really great product. I have used this, like I said, for years, and I still stand by it. It has really great color. It's a pretty heavy coverage for a tinted moisturizer. And it really just blurs any imperfections that you may have. And it's probably the best out of the 3 that I'm going to show you for coverage. So if you have a lot of blemishes that you want to cover up, I would go with that one. Plus it's cheap, it's $3. So if you're kind of looking to get into tinted moisturizers, I would definitely recommend the e.l.f. one to start. The next tinted moisturizer that I'm going to talk about is the Ulta Fabulous Face Tinted Moisturizer, and that's what that looks like. And this is also SPF 20, so again, wear a sunscreen with it if you're going to be at the beach, but otherwise it's pretty good for day-to-day wear. This is, I was pretty impressed by this. I used it in my one brand Ulta makeup demo or whatever, and yeah, I was pretty impressed by this. This does have, I feel like it's a little bit of a thicker consistency is my only complaint, I guess, but then again, it's good for coverage. It's, I would say it's comparable to the e.l.f. one. I think the e.l.f. one still has a little bit better coverage, but the good thing about tinted moisturizers is that they are buildable. So you can build it up to get the desired amount of coverage. The Ulta Fabulous Face also feels a little bit greasier than the e.l.f. one. So, I mean, honestly, I'd say that this and the e.l.f. one are pretty comparable, but this one might be a little bit better for drier skin. I feel like the e.l.f. one isn't super greasy, but it also at the same time isn't super moisturizing. I usually use a little bit of my own moisturizer with it, so take that as you will. If you have dry skin, go with something like this. If you have oily skin, I would definitely recommend the e.l.f. one. I'm going to list all the prices of the products that I'm talking about down below because I can't remember all the prices off the top of my head, but the Ulta Fabulous Face is definitely more expensive than the e.l.f., so again, take that into account. The next tinted moisturizer I'm going to talk about is a new tinted moisturizer. I just got it about a week and a half ago, and it is the Lorac ProtecTINT Tinted Moisturizer. This one has SPF 30, so I mean, this is the best, the highest SPF coverage from all 3 of the tinted moisturizers that I'm talking about. So, I mean, 30 is pretty good for your face, again, for every day, but just be careful if you're going to be out in the sun. Wear sunscreen always. But, you know, I was actually pretty disappointed in this, and I'm really sad to say this. This is probably my least favorite one of them all. I'll show you. First of all, you're not going to be able to see it, but when it comes out, it has this, like, weird, like, bumpiness to it. I mean, it's almost like foamy, which kind of weirds me out. And it is very, very thin, which is nice, but it delivers, honestly, pretty much no coverage. I'm actually wearing this today and I think it looks okay, but I don't have a ton of blemishes today. If I did, I feel like it would really do nothing. And it also feels really greasy. So, it really smells and feels like sunscreen. So, you know, that's good that you can tell that it has SPF in it, but at the same time, I would almost rather put on a regular sunscreen on my face because it doesn't really have too much color payoff. So I was a little disappointed in this, especially because it was the most expensive. I think I got this on HauteLook. Discounted, it was like $15, I want to say, at least. So regular price, I don't even know how much it is, but I will probably end up using this one strictly for like the beach and, you know, when I'm out skateboarding or, you know, doing things that are out in the sunshine. But as far as my everyday, like, I want to look cute look, this probably isn't going to do it for me. Okay, so that's it for tinted moisturizers. I would say go with the Ulta or go with the e.l.f. e.l.f. is probably honestly my favorite one of those categories. So it's something to look into. It's cheap. It's affordable. I have 3 drugstore BB creams to talk about. Next, here they are. So I'll just talk about the first one that I've tried, and this is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB cream, and I don't even know if there's product in here for me to show you because it's basically empty. Oh yeah, there is. Because I love this. I'll just be honest. I bought this, you know, it was my first BB cream, and I didn't like it at first because it was very dewy. It's not greasy. I think there's a difference between greasy and dewy. It's a very dewy finish, and so I definitely use a powder with it normally because I notice like my nose will look really, really greasy, and just certain areas of my face, like my chin and stuff, will look really greasy. And it feels a little, I don't want to use the word greasy because it's not greasy, but it feels like wet. For a while you kind of have to let it dry and set it with a powder. But I don't even know how to explain what it does because honestly the pigmentation of it it's not super, super dark, super full coverage, but it just really brightens, I think is the best word for it. And it just really gives you a glow. And I literally, when I use that BB cream, I don't need anything else on my face. Like, I don't use bronzer half the time. I don't use blush. Like, it just gives you a really natural looking glow, and it's just really, really pretty. So that is my favorite BB cream. I'll just tell you that right there. The next 2 that I tried, I wasn't as impressed with. This one, the L'Oreal Magic BB cream, honestly, I wish that I could have returned it, but I lost my receipt. And I've heard people talk about this and they just love it. So, you know, as always with reviews, kind of shop around before you make a decision. I'm not trying to bash this brand or bash this product. It's just, it did not work for me. What it's supposed to do is go on, let's see, like white. And then once you rub it in, it's supposed to adjust to your skin tone. Well, I don't know if I got the wrong shade or what, but I don't know how well it's coming up on camera, but to me that looks extremely ghost-like. Like, it kind of creates a white cast on my skin, and I know that that's probably I got too light of a shade. This shade is medium, which is what I normally get, but they had 3. They had like light, medium, and deep. I don't consider myself deep, but maybe I could try that. But I guess just the fact that you can't really tell what color it's going to be until you rub it in makes it hard to pick the right color. So yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I tried this product for like a week straight. Like, how can I make it work? It feels so dry. It almost feels like it dries my skin out. And the thing about BB creams is they're supposed to have primer in it and SPF. They're supposed to be a all-in-one makeup, basically. And so, you know, it's supposed to prime and hold on the rest of your makeup. But when I would put like my bronzer and blush and everything over top of it, it just felt like it wasn't sticking. And I don't know, it was just a really weird BB cream. And it feels really like powdery and weird. I know that's not the best description, but that's how it feels to me. It's very strange. So I'm not a fan of that one. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have tried it in maybe like the light shade or the deep shade, and if you guys liked it, because something was off about that one. The next one that I tried was the Super BB Cream from Physicians Formula, and I typically love Physicians Formula products, so I figured why not. And this one is okay. This one's kind of in between for me. I forgot to mention this too, but both of these, the Physicians Formula and the Maybelline, have SPF 30. So yeah, so SPF 30 in this one, so that's good. The packaging is so cute on it, let's just be honest. The color is medium deep. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. But this is a good BB cream. I still like the Maybelline Dream Fresh better, but it goes on really smooth, and you know, it's not cakey or powdery at all. It's not greasy either. It's just a nice creamy consistency. It feels like it's moisturizing. It feels like it's doing everything that's supposed to do. It does a good job with the primer infused in it. I feel like it really does hold on my makeup all day. So I like it. I don't really have any cons to say about it, except that I just feel like it doesn't give me that same glow that the Maybelline BB Dream Fresh BB cream gives me. I don't know, I just feel like there's something about it. I guess that it's maybe a dewier finish. This one is more of a matte finish, so maybe this one would be better for somebody that has oily skin, whereas the Maybelline Dream Fresh would be better for somebody who has my skin type, which is kind of combination normal or dry. So that's my only complaint about this, is I just feel like it doesn't give me that glow. I feel like I have to still use a highlighter with it and a bronzer to kind of contour and just give my face some definition, whereas the Dream Fresh, it just kind of is like, put it on and you're good. Now, the last product that I'm going to talk about is the Almay Smart Shade CC Cream. That's what it looks like. And I'll be honest, this is the only CC cream that I've ever tried. I was sent this actually to review as a Clout perk. I don't know if you guys know about Clout, but I talked about it in one of my vlogs on my vlog channel. But I got it. You guys can all sign up. They just send you things based on your social influence level. And so, and I was really excited about it because I'd been wanting to try a CC cream for a really long time. And I love Almay products typically. They're very sensitive and all of that. Okay, so let me make sure that I'm saying this all right. Essentially what a CC cream is supposed to do is it's basically a BB cream, but it also color corrects. So if you have a lot of blemishes, darkness, redness, all of that, it's supposed to really help even it out. So that's the only really additional benefit on top of a BB cream. So it's basically a BB cream with color correction in it. So I was actually excited. This came at really good timing because I had a really bad breakout. I still am breaking out pretty bad, and I'm not sure what it is, to be honest. I always break out in the summer, which is really weird to me. I don't know if you guys have that too. Let me know. But yeah, it came at a really good time because I was breaking out. So I had like, since I have darker skin, I kind of get like dark spots when I break out. Like after the pimples are gone, it's gross. I don't really get redness, but I get darkness. So I use this, and I really like this. I still think that the Maybelline Dream Fresh is probably my favorite out of everything. But this is probably the runner-up. It just felt really, really good on my skin. It felt lighter than the Maybelline Dream Fresh, I'll be honest. It felt a lot lighter. It didn't feel like I was wearing makeup at all. And the great thing about this too is it does have SPF 35. So that is the highest SPF from all of the products that I've talked about today. So I would definitely recommend this one for like the beach, or like I said, if you're going out, spend the day in the sun, yada yada yada. This is definitely going to be the best. So, so yeah, I mean, I think it definitely did what it said it would do. It did probably provide the best coverage. And see how it's kind of thicker than all of the other ones. So it goes on thicker and has a little bit better coverage, but once it dries, it doesn't feel like you have anything on. So it looks, when I put it on my hand, I thought that it was going to be like a foundation. Like I thought it was going to be thick and heavy, but it really wasn't. It dried and it was just like very light. So that was pretty much it for my summer skincare. I hope that was helpful. I know that, you know, differentiating between moisturizers, BB creams, CC creams was very confusing for me. So long story short, I would recommend a tinted moisturizer if you're very, very dry, a BB cream if you just kind of want a simple all-in-one makeup look, and a CC cream if you want what a BB cream offers, but you also have some darkness or some redness. So yes, I hope that helped you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want demos or anything like that. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye. That's a big bronzer, but I just never tried it. But look at how huge this is. I don't know if it's doing it justice, but that's my hand. So, I mean, it's a pretty big bronzer.